All right, Mr. Jimmy Clark, how are you, sir?
We're here and we're live, and I'm so glad to be back. Eagles appearing to wear a new kind of jersey tonight. Light blue, almost white on the bottom, moving up to a dark navy along the shoulders. So glad you could join us. And a big implication of tonight's game. A win or tie for the Eagles nets them the 2021 CCC North Championship tonight.
That is correct, sir. As you mentioned, a conference or a division championship on the line, CCC North Division. It's 10-2-2 Wethersfield, 8-4-2 Newington facing off here tonight. The two teams meet for a sixth time in the last 2 years. That counts a preseason scrimmage and 3 meetings last year, second time around this year. A month ago, the two teams came in both undefeated, but tonight both teams, particularly Wethersfield, with some questions to answer.
How do they tackle that Hall game coming up on Thursday? Definitely has to be one of those questions here tonight. Eagles quickly on the jump. Looks like that's Johnson. Johnson on the run. He's on his horse. Fires and scores! In the first, I believe that was first 15, maybe 16 seconds of the game. Sam Johnson gets on his horse, takes it downfield, and strikes.
So we talked about questions. One of the big question marks for the Eagles tonight, how would they respond to really one of the most disappointing efforts of the season last time out, Thursday night at Bristol Eastern? I think we found out in the first few seconds.
Eagles goal, scored by number 15, Sam Johnson. His fifth of the season. Time of the goal, 39 minutes and 44 seconds.
Here's McCarter now with a chance. Newington able to poke that one away.
Nor'easter's going to grab that one and guard it out of bounds. The Eagles are going to take possession once again. And so glad you could join us here on election night in Wethersfield. Jesus. Then it's Marco Capasa, Connor Swanson, Owen Amenovic, Sam Gustafson, Will McCarter, AJ Contreras, Joey Todd, and Sam Johnson, who scored the first goal of tonight's game. It's Giancarlo DeJesus and Josh Castell in this conference title matchup. For Newington to win the championship, they have to win tonight's game outright. And I believe they would have to win a few more games after this.
Yeah, this is the last one of the year for Newington, so if they win this one outright, and this is the last division game in the conference for Wethersfield, so this is it.
So this really is that championship moment that a lot of kids always dream about coming up through high school. And again, a massive roster of seniors. I believe 20 seniors on this roster.
That is correct.
Apologize for that. I've just been getting over a cold recently, so try and keep the coughing to a minimum. Torres plays it back into the box. Puts it forward. Swanson tries to get on it. A whiff on a clear by number 8, that being Jason Welch. As he whiffs on that one, but the goalie does not. Hand goes up. So does a whistle blow. A little free kick. Wethersfield plays it almost immediately. And Coach Jakob, as that one's booted the length of the field almost. Johnson to get to it. Johnson showcased the decision why he is a captain. In the first 16 seconds, if we're getting exact, Carter is in there, in the box. Taking it away. And that was his 5th goal this season.
3 of those goals, Jimmy, coming against Newington. He was the offensive star of the first matchup, scored 2 of Wethersfield's 3 goals, including the game winner.
That was in Newington, so that was an awfully sweet victory for this team. Going into enemy territory and really rocking the place. I I believe that was a comeback game, was it not?
It was actually at that point the first time all season that the Eagles had trailed. They were down 1-0 at the half, fell behind 2-1 again in the second half, able to come back, take the 3-2 victory to keep, at that point, an unbeaten streak alive. That streak is now well in the rearview mirror, but the Eagles trying to answer the questions of how they come back, how they respond, how they get ready for the Class L playoffs.
It's booted straight to Torres, and that is a big question. Next week, those playoffs begin. I believe specifically November 8th is the start date of the postseason in the CIAC. As that one's booted, a nice through ball to Gustafson. Taken back by Alderucci. Alderucci sends it downfield towards Torres. Switch out and goes out. We got to add that goal onto the counter.
So far, the New Jersey's coming in handy for the Eagles here, off to the 1-0 lead. And as A.J. Contreras takes that kick, a point of note, seeing him back in the starting lineup tonight, his first game back after missing the last 5. He sustained an injury against Glastonbury back on October 8th, so he's back in along the back line.
What a start to his return as De Jesus now takes the ball. Nice slide. Beautiful challenge laid on by Josh Miller. Another stat here tonight. In the past 13 games, coming into tonight, they've scored 39 goals, averaging about 2.79 a game. They've only given up 14. They're averaging 1 goal against per match. So, truly a defensive-minded team, as well as being able to put the power behind the leg there and boot into the back of the net.
Yeah, no question. Those stats were helped a couple of weeks ago as they had a road trip that saw a 6-2 win at New Britain and then a 7-0 final against Bloomfield. But then last week's only game, again, one of the probably the most disappointing efforts of the season for the Eagles. They dropped a 2-0 decision. They were shut out at Bristol Eastern. Good effort from the Lancers in that game to really bear down on the defensive end and keep Wethersfield off the scoreboard.
Well, I did hear earlier in the season, early on, that this was going to be a problem from Chris Daly, the goalkeeper. He said this team kind of plays down to their competition when presented the opportunity. And that's one of the things that they're going to have to work on, especially going into the playoffs, where, honestly, anything can happen on any given night.
Well, and hopefully that's the lesson that comes away from that game, that it doesn't matter. The one thing you control when you show up for the game is how you present, how you play, and certainly Bristol Eastern was ready for that game. Wethersfield just not able to break through.
Yeah, I think that's more of the classic telltale of just looking past your opponent, as they've done a few times this season. Not exactly resulting in losses, but resulting in poorer wins than disappointing losses.
So we will apologize again for what will be shaky camera work all night long. We had a crew ready to go for camera work on a YouTube broadcast, but not able to make that happen due to technical difficulties as the ball goes back to Ricky Torres here.
Or scheduling difficulties.
Scheduling, that's a technicality as well, though, right? So,
We don't have to get specific.
but we're trying to bring you the action here over Facebook on the feed that we originally had set up for road games last year.
It's made its triumphant return.
Yeah, this is actually, I think, the second home game we've done this way this season.
Appearance at Dillon Stadium one year.
Yeah, that was last season. That was a lot of fun.
I always put that there for that one. This blows. Ball will go Wethersfield's direction.
And certainly the Eagles are hoping there is another opportunity to play at Dillon Stadium before this season is done. That would be the Class L final if somehow the Eagles can survive and make it that far.
Well, I will be honest with you. I have faith in this team here.
I appreciate the honesty, sir.
I've got some faith. If these guys haul it together at the last week of the season, these guys could be deadly. Into the box it goes to De Jesus. Back out to Swanson. Swanson lobs one in the air. Back towards Johnson, who's looking for his second tonight. Johnson steps sends it back. I believe that's Picasso. Up towards Castell. Castell works his way through with the ball. Medvedev gets a piece of it. Tada. Tada hanging on to it. Sends it forward. Deflected. Back out. Picasso tries to track it down.
So some opportunity there for the Eagles. That was one where it seemed like you would have wanted a shot to come somewhere. A lot of passing, ball control, but no shot opportunities there.
Speaking of shot opportunities, here's Manasa Delomba. Kicked out of bounds by Torres. If you remember last season, the COVID Cup, when these guys came in undefeated, that Region D championship game, Manasa Delomba was really the big threat that Newington had in the arsenal. The through ball to Jesus does not go well. Oh, Gustafson with a little push off there on number 10. That was Tyler Ferreira. From the 49, Newington will get the free kick.
I think if you're the Eagles, though, you take that one. You take that foul, a good challenge right in the center circle versus letting that ball go and giving up possession.
Well, with this team coming into Wethersfield, you certainly don't want to present the opportunity for a tie game. That's when these guys are certainly a very deadly squad, but this looking a little bit of the opposite of the last time these two teams met, where Newington was out into an early lead. Wethersfield made the comeback. We'll see if Lightning strikes twice in the opposite direction.
Yeah, definitely a different start for the Eagles. It was they went scoreless in the first half, first time around in Newington, and then put one on the board to tie it up early in the second half. As we said, fell behind 2-1. Scored the last two goals of the game in rapid succession about midway through that second half to hang on for the 3-2 win.
Newington player tripped over himself getting the ball there. And speaking of Newington, blowing out of nowhere is the defense, taken away by Wethersfield. McCarter works it now. McCarter passes it forward. That line will roll to the line. Wethersfield ball, they're going to say. Newington not a fan of this call here. Swanson sets it into Johnson. Johnson, butt sleeping, but gets body checked.
So we talked about as the ball moves forward. Now good. Oh, a good attempt at a give and go. Intercepted nicely by Newington.
Newington has that defensive ability on the midline, not even really the back line. Talking more about midfield, anywhere from that 40 to the 50 is really where their defense is clicking so far tonight. Gustafson sends it forward. Tada. Tada pushing it.
Good ball.
Carter along the wing. Tries a cross.
So that's a ball that more often than not you see McCarter send into the air toward the net. Tried the low line drive there, deflected nicely by Newington, but it will result in the set piece. Corner kick coming. McCarter will line up to take it.
First corner kick for Wethersfield. Bounces off the opposite crossbar and it's no good.
So that'll turn over into a goal kick.
Brodowitz who comes into the game.
So again for Wethersfield, number 9, Thomas Brodowitz.
Brodowitz is in the game here. Carter coming out.
So
Brodowitz takes up his position.
we talked about that first meeting. Good battle in the center circle there. Both teams came into that first meeting undefeated. It was a matchup of heavyweights that first time around, but just like Wethersfield, some struggles for Newington since that game. They were undefeated before that night, 3-4-1 since then. So they come into this one 8-4-2 overall.
Well, I will say big losses do a lot to a team. I think it would have affected Wethersfield the exact same way had the roles been reversed. We've seen it in many different sports, and I think we've even seen it with this team before, where they take a big loss, and when they struggle for a little while after that, we're seeing that in Newington a little bit, but they're surely not playing like it early on in tonight's game. Don't let that one goal fool you in the first 16 seconds. These guys are playing solid soccer. They haven't gotten the many offensive opportunities that they're looking for, but defensively, they're all there.
Yeah, and these two teams have battled toe-to-toe the last couple of years. Remember, there was a tie here at Catone that was followed then by Wethersfield pulling away for the 3-1 win to claim the CCC Region D title last year.
Man, that COVID Cup, I tell you, that was amazing. Minus the COVID, would have been spectacular.
Yep, that was not a fun part.
No. Really downside to some great soccer.
As close as the last few meetings have been, Wethersfield has owned the advantage in this series. The last 17 meetings dating back to 2006, the Eagles are 14-2-2. That math doesn't add up right. We got to double check our abacus here. I believe it's 14-2-1 over the last 17 meetings.
Little boot by Torres. Kind of shanked off the foot, sort of rolled off it. Newington trying to control in the Wethersfield zone, taken away by Gustafson. Set it up from Manovic. Contreras. Contreras on the back line from the 20 to the 30 to Tada. Tada takes it, boots it, off a defender. Gastel tries to get under it, taken by Contreras, who zooms up to the front lines. Contreras now puts it forward, tries to set a through ball, not go very well. Out of bounds, it will roll.
He split two Eagles on that one. Josh Gastel was in the 18. Brodowitz was on the outside, but unable to release until after the ball was let go. So ball rolls forward. Goal kick for the Nor'easters of Newington.
So now it rolls off the arm. By Newington. Nor'easters trying to claim their 9th win of the season. Eagles, of course, have one more, so trying to gain an 11th win here tonight, and then a 12th on Thursday. Blows.
Contact on that far side. Looks like call will go against Newington as DeJesus was involved in a collision there.
Manovic the ball by the 30. He's there. Manovic sets it forward to Tada. Tada now. Ooh, nice little cross to the top side of the field. Working along that high sideline. Here comes Johnson. Johnson on his way. A through. Oh.
Boy, he had Josh Gastel there waiting in front of the open net, but good play from the Newington defenders to send it out of bounds. So it'll be another set piece for the Eagles.
That would unofficially be the second. It was a beautiful scoring opportunity to put a little bit more power on that cross slash through ball. That would have been the second goal of the night. I firmly believe. Goes back towards Swanson. Tada. Manasa Delomba all over. Break free.
Down go both. Looks like we got a Joey Tada injury here.
And out comes the trainer. He's going to run on there.
This does not look good. Joey Tada immediately upon going down threw his arm up, asking for the trainer.
He grabbed, and they both fell. One has to think, did they fall on top of one another by the ankles?
Yeah, nothing but good hard soccer. Both players got tangled up as Tada made the charge down the left side, trying to get toward the 18.
That was all ball right there.
So as Wethersfield coach Rob Yakum, assistant Tony Gomes, trainer Scott Applebaum, and the officials tend to Joey Tada. We have a break in the action. Wethersfield ahead 1-0. Clock stopped with 22:57 remaining first half. What do you have as an unofficial time on the goal from Sam Johnson?
Sam Johnson was 39:44. Well, I think it was the official timestamp.
We will take it.
As they have made me the timekeeper.
First trip down to the offensive end for the Eagles resulted in that goal. They hold a 1-0 lead still. Taking a look at the what we'll call the out-of-town scoreboard, it is scoreless in Newington tonight as the Wethersfield varsity girls team battles their counterparts in Newington tonight.
And I hear that game has the same stakes as this one here.
That is correct. Both teams into that one with identical 5-0-0 records in division play. So the CCC North Division titles on the line, both here and in Newington tonight.
This girls team has had a challenging season this year. It was still a very good season.
Definitely a good year.
What are their questions going into I believe, the Class Double L playoffs?
I believe Class L as well for the ladies. I'd have to triple check that.
It was Double L. They were one of the bigger programs at the time, and when I asked to wonder what are their questions as they move towards the playoffs.
Yeah, so a tough stretch for the girls' team. They had 3 straight games that they came up on the short end of 2-1 scores, but they followed that up with a 4-game win streak that then was snapped at E.O. Smith. But they had one of their better outings of the season Friday night here at home against undefeated Simsbury. Simsbury came into that game, had only given up 2 goals in their first 13 games of the season, and Wethersfield put 3 in the back of the net in that game to come out with a 3-3 draw.
I did not see the conclusion of that game. I was going to ask how that went.
Yeah, it was good soccer, good atmosphere as it usually is, especially on a Friday night here at Catone.
I want to ask if they can do that on one of the top programs in the state, especially at home. What do they do at a neutral site if those two teams are to meet down the line?
Yeah, I think they hopefully answered some questions about their offensive output. As I said, that had been one of the struggles during their 3-game losing streak. They only scored 1 goal in each of those games. And again, we are in an injury timeout here as Wethersfield's Joey Tata went down, got tangled up with a Newington defender, went down and immediately reached up and asked for the trainer. We are hopeful that all will end well, but it looks like at the least Joey Tata's night is done here in terms of this game.
They're going to cart him off the field. Brought that down. And we're going to send our best wishes out to the Tata family. Joey will have a speedy recovery from whatever he's been dealt tonight in this contest.
Without question.
With Tata down, one of your 4 captains, what do you do in tonight's game and prospectively the end of the season?
Well, I think you get through tonight. Certainly a lot of talent on this team. And you, as a friend of mine likes to say, I'm not even, you wait till you answer the other questions later when you get down the line. But certainly enough talent and hopefully enough motivation, particularly coming off that loss Thursday at Bristol Eastern. A rough weekend for a handful of the players, and now the injury for Tata. Hopefully Wethersfield will carry the early momentum throughout this game.
Still a lot of soccer left in this one. And Tata will be carted down the field. Looks like one of the trainers stabilizing that ankle as he's being rolled down the field.
So a nice hand from the Wethersfield faithful as Joey Tata's night will be finished. But certainly, as you mentioned, plenty of game left. So the rest of the team has to regroup. Has to look to add to the 1-0 lead they enjoy right now as the Eagles in their new multi-hued blue jerseys for this game. Is that a gradient, you would call that?
I believe that's a shading.
Very good. Okay. But new jerseys for tonight. So far paying off, at least on the scoreboard.
I have to call my sister or my mom for some advice on paint. I'm not sure what you would call that. I don't really get what the new jerseys were for. I'm not exactly sure. But we're going to find out after this game. We'll see a free kick.
All right. So play will resume now after the injury to Weathersfield's Joey Tata. Sean Carlos, DeJesus, and Sam Johnson around the ball.
Underway. Back out of the box. Back towards Contreras. Contreras lets one fly. Back out. I believe that was Gustafson on the quick stop. Newington to send it out. And that'll go out of bounds.
So Weathersfield will take over possession. Quick throw from Swanson here.
These guys are hungry for a second goal. Trying to put this one away early.
Good step.
Santos. Tomas Santos into the box. No one was there. Nobody home on that one. Back towards Gustafson now.
So Tomas Santos was the Weathersfield substitution into the game now. Good kick from DeJesus.
Into the box. Back out. Rodowitz. Gustafson. Gustafson into Jesus. DeJesus works it in. Oh! Looking for a whistle, a handball, I believe.
Outside of the 18, so it will just be a free kick.
Yeah, but I think this would be a dangerous free kick right here. See what kind of strategy Coach Yakum goes for this set piece.
Bit of a conference on the mound as the Eagles look to figure out what to do with this one. We'll have a substitution here for Newington.
Wise man and Bob Bucher once said during meetings on the mound. Now, he's got to be thinking, I don't know what the hell he's thinking. But I don't think that applies in this case here. Set piece. Oh, it's through the uprights. That's three.
So Sam Johnson steps over the ball. Josh Castell gets a left foot on it, goes high over the goal.
Subbing in for Newington, number 2, Sebastian Baez.
Do you want to announce Tomash? Okay.
Goal kick will come here. Was sailed out of bounds. Quickly on it is Brodowitz. Even quicker to it is Napolitano. Swanson. Bouncing like a pinball between blue and white shirts. This one will go from DeJesus to Swanson. Swanson to Gastel. Gastel, has it stolen along that bottom sideline. What a move. Newington pushing the ball here. Nice little cross down to 50. Is this the charge of energy they need to tie this game? Offsides will halt this threat as it will dissipate.
And that really looked like it was going to materialize into Newington's best opportunity of the night so far for scoring, but a nice job from the back line to draw that offside penalty.
That was a chance right there, and they moved in a uniform sort of motion, which is textbook. Swanson says up towards Brodowitz. Brodowitz to Gustafson.
Long ball from Gustafson trying to find Gastel. He has answered to, I'm sure, quite a few different variations of that last name, so not too picky.
Johnson tries to work it back. Oh, DeJesus! Has it taken from right as he pushed through a defender. It's a good ball by DeJesus. Taken quickly by Newington. Brodowitz on it. Gustafson tries to get there. This one rolls out of bounds. Ferreira not able to get there in time. Swanson will have the ball, and I guess wears what you could only describe as a rainstorm-style jersey.
Oh, that's a good description.
Well, you got the dark cloud along the shoulders, and it clears up as it goes now.
Okay, all right.
Just thinking
Blue
out
sky awaits. All right, Gustafson now middle of the field, got some space, going to send it forward, tries to find Gastel.
loud. That's briefly. Back to Gustafson. The box. Find him. Sideline. He finds Swanson.
Nice step there.
Brodowitz. Bounds. Brodowitz ball.
Nice step from Swanson to keep possession. Looks like Newington's going to get the benefit of that throw. Substitution will come in momentarily. Not quite yet to the line.
That'll be Manasa Delomba moving back into this game. Came out after the injury. Nice deflection back there.
So
Back by Johnson. Johnson, Gustafson. Gustafson works it in from the 36. Back outside the 40. Inside the 30. Gustafson on the ball again. As it was back and forth between him and Johnson. Newington takes a high sideline. Bringing it forward. Torres is way out of the box.
different area code for Ricky Torres on that one, but gets to it first.
2. Tries to set it out there. That was Baez. Chanting for Will McCarter as another offsides is given. Fan section is alive, and tonight was a blackout game, so I came prepared.
Very good. I, again, did not get the memo, but we're just happy to be on the air.
Oh, definitely.
And
That's the top priority.
we'll do a quick reset here. 16:53 now remaining first half. Weathersfield on the board with a goal just about 15 seconds into the action. They lead at 1-0 over Newington. In this battle, the winner walks away with the CCC North Division title for the 2021 season. We are handheld on the camera, so if you are watching us, it's a little shaky, but that's just because we are holding it out the press box window to try to bring some semblance of the action to you here.
That is true. And you are doing a fantastic job of it.
Ooh.
Commentary and camera work, never easy. Trust me, I've done it. Not easy to pick up. So you've got a good craft going there.
It's amazing what we can do when we have to.
Delombo will come back in this game.
Subbing in for Newington, number 18, Manasa Delomba.
Thrown by Newington, goes to Delomba. Way out of nowhere is Sam Johnson. Where did he come from? To Gastel. Gastel's got it. He'll work it backwards a little bit to DeJesus to Swanson. Swanson back across the field to Gastel. Now Johnson has it. Johnson tries to find Gastel down the sideline. Not going to happen though. Out of bounds. Newington takes the ball. Throwing it back in. That's going to be Baez who's got it. Goes out of bounds. Whistle blows. Newington ball. Looks like Montoya and Zavarello will come into this game.
So excellent ball movement by the Eagles right in front of us to maintain possession, but unable to translate that into anything in the offensive third.
Booted down by the 40. Here comes Newington. They've had all their attempts thwarted either by defensive brilliance or offsides. Haven't quite found that middle ground to get him in the box. Eagles have done a great job of keeping that perimeter sealed. I might have to eat my words. Here comes Newington.
Good battle on that side from Amedovic. He went shoulder to shoulder with the Newington attacker.
I believe that's Weathersfield ball right there.
Well, we're going to get a set piece for Newington, it looks like, as they go to the corner.
Oh boy.
If we're reading that correctly, it's hard to... That's going to be a free kick, as we got a little extracurricular activity on Amedovic on the challenge, but he held up the attack. Newington will get the free kick here. They stack the far post. Ball goes near post, right at Ricky Torres.
Torres comes up with a save, and Torres really playing his best so far tonight. He's brought his A game, and boy, if they needed it. They're going to need it again on Thursday afternoon when Big Bad Hall comes to town. I believe that one's slated for 3:45.
That is correct. Has to get wrapped up as the playoff brackets are announced later that evening.
Oh, so that's going to be like the Saturday night selection show. Oh, they're going to score.
Let's see if we could. That was a nice through ball that got between a couple of Wethersfield defenders. And we are back where we started now. A 1-1 tie, 13:31 remaining on the clock. First half action here from Catone Field.
That is going to be credited to number 7. 13:41.
You want to? I did not have a good view of who got the goal. We can try to get an independent verification if you would like to do that.
Number 7 was leading the taunts there, so I
Well.
would assume that was who it was. We're going to announce it as such. Let's see how it goes. As here comes Newington again. Torres this time is on it.
I just wasn't sure if it was 7 or 15. He made that charge there just on that one. We'll go with you. Your eyes are better than mine.
I'll go ask. I'll be right back.
All right.
Undecided caution.
We're going to confirm on the Newington goal, but again, now as we go under the 13-minute mark, the game is all tied, 1 apiece. Wethersfield scored just 15 seconds in. Newington now, just over 13 minutes remaining, gets on the board themselves, and it is a brand new ball game. So as we get back in the action here, A.J. Contreras tries to settle for Wethersfield. He's going to go back to Owen Amedovic. And we've got to set the scoreboard. I attempted to do that, but did not get it all the way done. So
Will admit I was wrong. Number 15 who scored.
it was 15. I saw he was making a charge down the left side.
Scored by number 15, Beckham Alderucci.
Beckham Alderucci have tied this game up. 1 apiece in the first half.
So,
What does Phil have to do to get back?
and Alderucci is after another one. Good challenge there from Amedovic.
He is hungry for it here. Wethersfield trying to shield that ball down the sideline, out of bounds.
A lot of contact, and there's some extracurricular activity. The official's going to step in. It's going to stop the clock.
Clock stops. Owen Amedovic in some trouble here.
So Newington has found new life, Mr. Clark.
Yes, they have, and it's scary. I don't like it. Number 3 set to come in. That's Jack Stair.
The Eagles off to the amazingly fast start. Again, I believe you had the tally at 16 seconds into the action for Wethersfield's first goal off the foot of Sam Johnson, his 3rd of the year in 2 games versus Newington.
Maybe we'll see them score with 16 seconds left in the half.
We would take that.
Be some karmic justice.
So the officials sort things out. Ricky Torres boots the ball, but then that's going to be pulled back. We're not sure. We're going to take it as a goal kick, it looks like, instead of a kick from the spot. So that was another dangerous challenge from the Newington offense.
And it was. Bring it down. I don't believe there are any bookings on those extracurriculars.
Did not see a card come out. If there was one, we missed it.
Certainly.
Looks like the proverbial offsetting penalties on that one.
Maybe. Penalty on Wethersfield here. Number 17 goes down.
And we did have the 2 substitutions enter the game during that pause. We had Zavarella and Batoya for Wethersfield.
It's true. Came in off the goal there. Booted down. Sideline.
Subbing in for Newington, number 3, Jack Stair.
So
Stair will come into this game.
yeah, it looks like our goal scorer, number 15, going to take a rest.
Well deserved.
Yeah, another great run and challenge immediately following the first goal. So we are tied 1-1, under 10 minutes remaining, 9:53 and counting in the first half here from Catone Field. These two teams have battled closely all year.
Subbing in for Weathersfield, number 8, Will McCarter, and number 18, John Carlos de Jesus.
All right, so let's see what we could do to reset the Eagles lineup across the back. Looks like we have Swanson, Contreras, Amedovic, and Zavarella on the far, Capasso on the far side. True, Zavarella has moved up front with Sam Johnson, Will McCarter. Who did we miss?
Moving back as well.
Carlos de Jesus is out there. There's a nice step from Ray Batoya. Weathersfield looking for another offside call. Didn't come on that one, but the ball goes over the end line. Let's see who touched it last. We're going to get a goal kick.
Yeah. 8:40 to go in this first half. Comes out of the box. Sent towards, that was Johnson. Weathersfield scrambling to try and pick up after
Another
themselves.
opportunity
17
here.
Scores.
Boy, you could see that one developing, and as soon as they got the ball through, 17 had a step. Beautiful finish with the left foot, and for the second time in 2 games this season, Newington has taken a 2-1 lead over the Weathersfield Eagles.
8:27 to go in this first half. 17 with that credit goal. 8:27 was the timestamp.
Newington goal scored by number 17, Trey Guest. Time of goal, 8 minutes and 47 seconds.
So in a span of 5 minutes, it has gone from a 1-0 Weathersfield lead to a 2-1 Newington lead.
Correction, the time of the goal was marked at 8 minutes and 27 seconds.
I thought that's what you had said.
I said 47.
Oh.
I goofed.
All right, well, good correction, good catch there. High ball through the center circle we go. Newington looking for more.
Weathersfield tries to work it out. Midfield, Newington got off to a shaky start. Late in the half, proved Weathersfield wrong. Now the Eagles have really got to work towards it. This offense is firing for Newington as well as the defense. One has to wonder. Whoa!
And Amedovic goes into the crowd, the Newington crowd on the far side. Gets probably closer to the proverbial Bronx cheer there. Good slide from Capasso.
Bounds it goes.
Quickly Newington back in, though, looking to strike again. There's a shot.
One has to wonder for the second half, do you put in Chris Daly? I wonder where my roster went.
Gustafson and Gastel.
Subbing in for Weathersfield, number 6, Sam Gustafson, and number 23, Josh Gustav.
All right, so we talked at the outset, based on Weathersfield's last outing, that 2-0 shutout loss at Bristol Eastern, there were questions for the Eagles. Would there be motivation tonight, or would that be the start of a downward spiral? How will the Eagles respond now, having fallen behind in this one?
And this might be another one. 7 lobs it up. Oh, just wide.
Beautiful chip shot. Tried to play. Really, the best opportunity he had was that quick touch on the ball. Got it up over a charging Ricky Torres, but went wide left.
Torres has been flying out of the box tonight. Not sure what it is. I don't believe that's his typical style of play.
Into the center circle. The game is getting increasingly physical. You have to wonder if one of these collisions is going to draw a booking at some point from the officiating crew.
You'd have to say yes. There's got to be a line, and these guys are flirting with it. Deep punt.
Oh, nice header.
Header right into the arms of Ricky Torres. Rolls it along the ground. 5 minutes to go, just about. This one towards McCarter. Can he get to it? He does get it as it went out of bounds. Gustafson is there. Goal deflection. McCarter races to Lombo for it. What matters is Amatovic is there. Amatovic.
Oh, nice ball.
Hang on to it.
Wethersfield not able to generate a shot as they flirted with a potential offside call there. Look at Amaral. Look at the speed there. And Ricky Torres, there's a collision. The official says play on. That riles up the fans on both sides. Looks like could have been a deflection. No whistle there. Back and forth we go.
Man, Yakum was in for handball on that last series. Here's Johnson.
Sam Johnson. He is the one Eagles player that Newington has had a hard time stopping this season offensively.
Toya gets the Swanson back. Gustafson. Carter. Pounds on Newington. Number 15 awaiting his return to the game. That would be Beckham Alderucci, who got the goal, started it. Newington rally. Again off the boot of Alderucci. Say Beckham like Beckham.
Nice job maintaining possession there. Johnson goes down.
Colombo will get called as Johnson goes down. I gotta say, I don't personally
Quick touch. Quick touch. Johnson down again.
that time, yes, a little bit of a push there. Johnson hits the ground again.
I'd say both of those called correctly. Not anything warranting cards, but definitely worthy of the foul calls.
I can see the second one. I'm not so sure if I saw the first one.
All right, so McCarter's going to line this one up. What do the Eagles have here?
Jesus as well as Carter. Jesus! Oh! Off the hands.
Nice save there.
Right off the mitts of the Eagles. Inches from tying the game at 2. Headed towards the half. As halftime rapidly approaches.
Oh, there's another opportunity. One-on-one with Amatovic. He comes out of there with the ball. Nicely done defensively.
Medovic will send it out high sideline. Wethersfield working back and forth. Nice little touch and goes there.
All right, Gustafson tries to turn the ball around. Yeah, here we go.
Swanson tries to set it to DeJesus. DeJesus off a defender. Out of bounds. Eagles ball. 2:10 to go in the first half. Now getting back. McCarter. Can he play loose? Through ball.
Nobody home for that one.
Fred Johnson's got the ball back. Johnson tries to work some footwork. McCarter, let's go through the legs. Swanson out of bounds on Newington. Close call right there.
Throw comes in. Contreras able to shield. Wethersfield is going to have to retreat. They go all the way back to Torres. It was about 30 yards from the goal.
Minute and a half to go in the first half. Wethersfield playing it off their own 40. Back to Swanson. Swanson. Forward. Nice little touch. Right to Newington, though.
Little confusion there between Gustafson and Castells. That ball was kind of in between them.
10 to go. Feel it goes. About a minute remaining in the half. McCarter. No, that was Gustafson.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
So we get the 1 minute announcement. Weathersfield trying desperately to get the goal that will tie it up. Carter goes down in the box. Official is going to say play on.
The Eagles were desperately looking for that penalty opportunity, trying to tie this up.
But they've got to keep their eyes on what's happening on the field.
That handball, they got 30 seconds to take it downfield and tie the game going into halftime. Here it comes.
Capasso tried to find Johnson. Well defended by Newington.
20 seconds to go. Still enough time, maybe for one last dance. Swanson sets it up to Lomba. Swanson again. 10 seconds to go to Carter. Trying to get there. Lomba. Ball goes towards Newington's way, and that will be the half as time expires. Half of 80 minutes have gone by, but another 40 remain. Keep with us here on Facebook Live, 2-1 Newington.
All right, we're actually going to shut down the feed. We'll bring it back up for the second half. We'll be right back in less than 10 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the field. Your Weathersfield Eagles.
All right, we are back live at Catone Field here on the Weathersfield Eagles High School Soccer Facebook page. It is Eagles and Nor'easters tonight. An eventful first half that saw the Eagles jump out early, 16 seconds in, a goal off the right foot of Sam Johnson, his third of the year against Newington in 2 games. Gave the Eagles a 1-0 lead. They held on to that through the midway point of the first half. Then with just over 13 minutes remaining, Newington able to get on the board, and they answered again 5 minutes later, putting up a second goal. They go into the half with the 2-1 advantage. They held a 2-1 lead in the second half in the first meeting between these two teams at Newington earlier this year. Weathersfield was able to come back, score 2 goals, and come away with the 3-2 win. We will see how the Eagles respond in this one. And Mr. Clark, we do have the change in net as Ricky Torres played the first half. Chris Daly now in the net for the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, now in goal for your Weathersfield Eagles, number 0, Chris Daly.
All right, so we have the action coming to you on a shaky handheld camera tonight, but we will do our best with the voice of the Eagles, Jimmy Clark, and me, Dave Gustafson. We will try to bring you the audio to go along with the pictures. Again, as we start the second half, 2-1. Newington leads Weathersfield in the battle for the CCC North Division Championship.
If you ask me, I think we're doing just fine in the broadcast aspect. It's how well we handle the second half. That's going to be the real question. I did see down on the field, Joey Tata was up around. He was running on that ankle, bouncing up and down. He was getting ready like he was set to come back into this game. We'll see if he does make a return in the next set of 40 minutes.
Well, that is certainly an excellent thing to see, him still here and moving around. He was carted off the field after that first half injury as he made a challenge and an attack down the left side. Got tangled up with a Newington defender.
And that was a scary injury to watch, but now the Eagles trailing 2-1 in a championship game with this big implications, especially with the playoffs on the horizon. This is not a game they want to be on the losing end of, especially with a team they beat prior on the road. They certainly do not want the same fate to befall the Nest here at Catone. Looks like Capasso will take the ball in. He sets it up towards Johnson. Johnson loses control of the ball. Number 13 is there. Quickly, the Nor'easters on the offensive. Number 3 has the ball. That is Jack Stair, one of the captains. He's currently held on and brought out of bounds by Bryce Cordiero, number 13. Weathersfield to try and work this one back to the line. Capasso again with the throw-in. Sets it up to Johnson again. Johnson back to Capasso. Capasso lines one in the air off the side of DeLomba.
Nice step from DeJesus there to take that ball away for Weathersfield.
Carter tries to work a little defensively there. Taken by Weathersfield. Set up forward. Not going to happen as that one's cleared along that high sideline. Racing to it is Wethersfield. Not going to happen. Who's going to get there first? Wait a minute. Wethersfield on the ball. Little slide. They both go down, but they both get back up. Here comes Newington. Jack Stair on the run.
Good run.
Forward. Saved. Saved by Daly.
And a well-played defensive effort from Amedovic to stand up the initial attack. Didn't try to slide, didn't try anything fancy, just thwarted the initial attack. They gave Capasso a chance to get back, and a beautiful save from Chris Daly.
Well, I think a lot of guys defensively try to dance around in the field, try to be playmakers, make something look flashy. It's not what it's all about. Really, that was a textbook attack defensively, and it's exactly what Coach Yakum would want to see out of his players. This one bounces off a Newington player, I believe, and out of bounds it goes. Should see a goal kick coming for Daly.
And Jimmy will do a quick check of the out-of-town scoreboard. As we mentioned at the outset, the Wethersfield varsity girls team playing at Newington tonight, also for a CCC North Division title. They went into the half with a 1-0 lead. Goal scored by Bella Bonfiglio off an assist from Emma Cabral. So Wethersfield girls up 1-0 at halftime in Newington.
Cabral is really having a breakout season with that girls team this year. Assists coming right and left. Bonfiglio, one of those promising players who's still got a year left on the high school career following this season. Newington trying to get on the attack. Nor'easters moving forward offensively. Lobs one through the uprights, and it should be a tie 4-4 game if I'm not mistaken.
Into the dark at night that one goes. It's been a little too easy, Mr. Clark, for Newington to move that ball toward the top of the 18. Wethersfield's got to stiffen up the challenge through the middle.
Well, we
make it more difficult for Newington to get these opportunities.
Well, we did see Newington played soft in the beginning of the first half and stiffened up right around the end of the first half, scoring those 2 goals notably in a span of 5 minutes. The Eagles might be playing a little bit out of that. And I mean, if you think back to boxing, it's one of the good strategies, the rope-a-dope, make yourself look a little weaker than you are in the beginning, make the other team tire themselves out offensively, and then strike in the second half. Of course, the Eagles a bit too well conditioned for that kind of move.
Step from Gustafson gets the ball to the sideline, but Newington is there.
Almost put a little too much on. They do. It's out of bounds.
So Wethersfield trails this one 2-1. Just about 4.5 minutes gone, second half. As my partner in the booth enjoys some of the fine fare from the concession stand.
Oh, you can have one if you want. There are 3.
So throw coming for the Eagles here on the near sideline.
I'll leave the line out of the way.
Oh, no, fine, thank you.
All right. Thrown in by Capasso. From Johnson, back to Capasso. Tries to work it forward. I believe that was to Gastel. Johnson with some moves to De Jesus. De Jesus to Contreras. Contreras, high sideline. Back and forth it goes. Up to McCarter. Carter. Back to Contreras. Contreras to De Jesus. De Jesus lobs one forward. Newington gets a piece of it. Maybe not all of it, though. Johnson is there.
This is a good possession for the Eagles. What can they generate from it, though? Here's De Jesus, tries to thread the needle, gets Gastel.
Gastel. Oh, and they're going to call that one.
Wow. A lot of contact. Call goes against the Eagles, so back to Newington we go. Nor'easters lead this one 2-1, 34-15 and counting, second half action.
34-11 to go.
A win or a tie for Wethersfield clinches that division title. Newington has to win outright, and that's where they sit right now with that 2-1 advantage.
So this is the last divisional game, so this really is, no more opportunities to take that title after tonight, not even with the game on Thursday.
Correct. Call in the CCC in the larger conference, but a different division.
I see.
And this is Newington's final game of the regular season. After tonight, they await the Class LL playoff brackets. Good slide from McCarter.
Oh, and roll that one all ball from McCarter.
There's a lot of contact on that far sideline over in front of the Newington stands. Nice header there from Swanson.
Wethersfield works the ball from their own box.
Wethersfield has had a challenge stringing together possession. That last offensive series was a good one, but really not able to penetrate and get a good shot on net out of that.
Newington is playing lockdown right now. They're doing very good at it. Looks like Tata is setting up on that sideline. He's ready to
got
come
the
back
arm
in.
up, the offside call drawn. And this is a great sight to see as we're about to get one of my favorite substitution announcements of tonight.
This is spectacular to see him back in the game so fast. The crowd is excited. Right as I say that, they stop the chant. Convenient.
So, as Contreras takes the free kick, what we are excited about here is the re-entry coming up here for Joey Tata.
Maybe a little more as they try a through ball. Oh, just stopped.
Brodowitz gave chase as the ball trickled forward. Good reaction from the Newington keeper. Tata was injured in the first half, as we talked about, was carted off the field, but remained here, and he is going to go back into this game. We'll see if that could be the boost the Eagles are looking for. Here's Sam Johnson with fancy footwork.
Sam Johnson's the ball booted from him, though.
Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 14, Joey Tata.
And the nest comes to its feet as Tata returns to this game. Throw in. Set to Joey.
So we will see
Johnson.
what this means for the Eagles. Good footwork from Johnson again.
Ah, but it's just taken away.
Gustafson with a step. He's
Gustafson.
going to get to it again.
Another step from him. He's really stepping up tonight. And back out. Newington's going to take it.
Nice.
Oh,
There's
beautiful
the
challenge.
A.J. Contreras slide tackle that we've been missing the last 5 games.
Little Contreras special right there. Here comes the 10. Ooh, big opportunity. Daly's on it.
So, a slight misplay from the Wethersfield defense, but again, standing straight up in front, preventing the shot versus trying to make the spectacular play. Good hold there as Wethersfield gets out of trouble.
That begs the question, what did Yakum say in that meeting, or that little huddle at halftime, to get these guys playing so differently defensively?
Gustafson with an opportunity.
Through ball to Gastel. Gastel sends it forward. In the air. Batoya! Oh! Knocked high and over the net, and we'll see a set piece.
So a beautiful settle. That was Giancarlo De Jesus got the ball right at the top of the 18, a few yards in, settled it, right foot rifled it at the net. Good reaction from Newington's keeper, but let's see if Wethersfield can do something with it exactly 10 minutes into the second half.
Eagles have done a lot so far in this second half. How do they continue? All the hands go up. Corner along that end line. McCarter. Oh, it's saved, but out of bounds.
Yeah, good eyes there. An eagle eye from the voice of the Eagles as that ball crossed over the end line. We will play another corner kick, another set piece for Wethersfield as they are eagerly trying to tie this one up. 29-28 and counting second half. Newington leads at 2-1.
Here it comes. In the air. Newington tries to keep it out. Center of the box. Firing. Oh, it's just wide.
And that was quite a play. Gustafson able to settle the ball, his back toward the goal, so he laid it off for Joey Tata. A nice shot from Tata, just not able to find the back of the net. Good opportunity for Wethersfield as they...
Subbing in for Newington, number 17, Trey Guest.
The Eagles continue to try to climb back into this one. They trail at 2-1.
If opportunities like that come more often, they won't exactly have to claw their way back into it.
So we talked about the history of this series. Total of 6 meetings between these two teams over the last 2 seasons. The last regular season effort here at Catone was a 1-1 tie. That ball gets through.
Oh no! Stopped! What a defensive effort. Can they clear it though?
Good recovery from Connor Swanson on that far side as the ball was in the box.
Now looking forward is McCarter.
McCarter, a lot of contact.
Oh!
Ripped to the midline. That is dangerously close to a car. We had a stoppage of the clock. And we are going to see a booking for that. Number 10.
That is a yellow card.
So 28-11, the clock is stopped. Newington 2, Wethersfield 1. Eagles went down, starting an attack. McCarter tripped up right near the 50-yard line. He goes down. It'll be a free kick coming. Contreras is going to line up to take it. We await the signal from the official. Waiting. A conversation with the coaches on this near sideline. Official on the far side resets. Contreras is at the ready. Wethersfield lines up across the top of the 18.
And the clock begins again.
High ball into the box we go. Who's going to get there?
Oh, Gastella's right there. They're looking for contact on that play. Ball stays. Wethersfield possession. Here comes the throw-in. Set into play.
Eagles in their multicolored home blues tonight.
Paso inside the box. McCarter! Oh, just wide of the woodwork.
And again, the Eagles working the combination. Low ball into the box, played back out, leads to the shot. Good low line drive off McCarter's left foot. Just unable to find the back of that as number 10 enters for Newington.
Subbing in for Newington, number 10, Tyler Ferreira.
So he took his mandatory trip to the bench after the yellow card. Back in the game now. Wethersfield still trying to find that opportunity to tie this one up.
Wethersfield pushed out of bounds there.
We thank you for putting up with our shaky handheld camera tonight on our makeshift Facebook broadcast. Happy to be able to bring it to you. Ball rolls through and over the end line. That'll be a goal kick coming for Chris Daly, who takes over second half net-minding duties for the Eagles.
As always. Played high sideline.
Swanson made the turn, but the ball got away from him. Wethersfield loses possession on that far side. Newington with the throw. Joey Todd again back in the game after what looked to be a serious injury in the first half. Great to see him back out there.
Fantastic to see him back out there.
Great as well to see A.J. Contreras back from an injury after missing 5 games.
This Eagles team struck and struck early. They haven't struck since.
Ball cleared out in the box by Ahmetovic. That's going to lead to a corner kick for Newington. So a set piece for the Nor'easters as we are under the 26-minute mark, 25:55 and counting. Second half action. Newington leads at 2-1 over the Eagles of Wethersfield.
And here it comes.
Headed out nicely by Contreras on the corner. So opportunity denied there for Newington by Wethersfield's defense. Here comes a ball and Chris Daly out to the top of the 18. Quick kick as Wethersfield tries to generate some offense. Good step from Newington though.
Newington is right on it. Number 13, Bryce Cordiero.
Yeah, that was really well done. Wethersfield was trying to take advantage. Here's a shot. Going to go wide right. What an atmosphere tonight. Two teams battling it out as they have in each of their meetings for the last 2 seasons. Talked about the first meeting at Catone last season ended in a 1-1 tie. Wethersfield would love to get back even here, trailing 2-1. Ball's going to go back to Newington, much to the delight of the fans on the far side.
And I gotta say, this is an absolutely packed house tonight. Throw
comes for the Nor'easters of Newington. High we go. Good step there from Contreras. Tata gets a bit of a jersey grab. He's trying to come out of there with the ball, but Newington gets it first.
Area sets it forward. That would be Beckham.
Good, the proverbial good idea on that give and go just goes a little bit too far for Newington over the end line. Goal kick will come for Chris Daly and the Eagles.
Eagles have just got to rally the troops for another charge here.
So the Eagles got on the board 16 seconds into the first half. Off the foot of Sam Johnson, but nothing since. They trail at 2-1 as Newington got 2 goals in about a 5-minute span late in the first half. And here they come again.
Newington trying to lock this one away.
Good foot there from Swanson. Gustafson tries to play it forward, looking for McCarter. Newington there first, though. Good step from Newington. They're on the charge again. Nice stand up from Swanson.
Wethersfield ball. And Batoya will come into the game.
Looks like Joey Tata waiting to come out of this one.
Sent out of bounds. Newington ball.
Tata takes a knee. He's ready to come back out of this one again. He was injured first half, carted off.
Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 22, Ray Batoya.
So Batoya into the game. Wethersfield will shift things up a bit. Looks like McCarter, Johnson, Gastel will be across the front. Midfield will have Gustafson, DeJesus, and Swanson may be moving up.
Wethersfield sends it forward now.
Here comes Sam Johnson giving chase, headed nicely by Newington. Gastell's going to get to this one, plays it forward. Trying to find DeJesus. Newington's there, but Sam Johnson gives a challenge.
Johnson unable to wrench it away. Out of bounds it will go. 22:25 to go in this second half.
Wethersfield trying to avoid something that has not happened in either of the past 2 seasons, and that is a 2-game losing streak coming off that shutout loss at Bristol Eastern last Thursday.
That ball will go Newington's way. And I got to ask, when was the last time the Eagles ended up losing to Newington? Do we have that stat on
That was the last regular season game of the 2019 season here at Catone.
That's correct.
And if I am correct on that one, Newington got a goal just about a minute into that when it held on for the 1-0 win.
Those are the worst kinds of games. You see a goal in the first 60 seconds, nobody else does anything for the rest of the game. That's the worst kind of torture. At least in this one, somebody else has scored.
Yeah, entertaining first half with the 3 total goals. Neither team found the back of the net yet here in the second half. Wethersfield has had some chances, some corner kicks, shots that have gone wide left and wide right off good ball movement, creating the opportunities but not able to put those shots on net. Did have the one shot on net from DeJesus as he settled right inside the 18 and got a foot on it. Good save by the Newington keeper on that one.
Newington working it from the 15, off the body there.
Wethersfield right now seems content to try to let the game come. You wonder when the sense of urgency will take over, when that rush will come. A little bit more pep in the step trying to find that goal to tie it up.
I'm expecting the last 10 minutes. If
All
I were
right.
a betting man, I'd put my money on 10 minutes.
Put it on the board, yes. All right. All through the center circle. Back to Newington we go. Good ball movement there to maintain control by Amaral.
Number 10 is there. Newington. Wethersfield playing a very conservative defense.
Good step from McCarter. He's got a beat on the ball.
Look at McCarter
Look
go!
at the speed. He's got one man on his back. Goes 1-on-2.
Nice little move, and he's going to wait for the offense to try and regroup. He's bodied off the ball. Eagles ball. They're going to say it's a free kick just outside the box.
I think they're going goal kick on that one. I think they
Oh.
said play on the contact.
Here comes Tomas Santos.
Subbing in for Weathersfield, number 21, Tomas Santos.
All right, so the Eagles, as we are past the midway point, 19-16 and counting here, second half. Newington leads it 2-1. Weathersfield scored 16 seconds in and has not found the back of the net since. They are desperately trying to find an answer here for the Newington defense that has kept them at bay.
Well, I think there is such a thing as trying a little too hard, and I think that's what the Eagles are trying to avoid. You know, you focus your entire game mindset on getting that one goal, tying this game up, and it'll just never happen. You just kind of have to let it go. And it rolls into the stands just like they let the ball go that time, and nearly wails a cheerleader back there.
As you like to say, a souvenir for the fans, but not
Quite a
really the
foul
case.
Not quite a foul ball or a home run.
So the action on the field has calmed down a bit. It got very physical first 10 minutes of the
Brodowitz,
second
I believe,
half.
just came in.
Yep.
Subbing in for Weathersfield, number 9, Thomas Brodowitz.
So Brodowitz will move into the game. I'm not sure who's coming in for Newington.
So they're going to be number 3 coming back in the game at their next opportunity. Here is the free kick. Newington, just about 50 yards out from the net, near sideline. High ball, looking to cross. Medovic challenges. Contreras gets a foot on it. Swanson, the ball still alive for Newington. Contreras with a challenge. Weathersfield has to clear this ball out.
Carries position for DeLomba to split the uprights.
So Weathersfield escapes danger there. That ball lingered far too long right around the top of the 18. It got played back.
Subbing in for Newington, number 3, Jack Stair.
I believe they're in trouble now. If my score counting is correct, it should be a 7-4 game. They just put it through the uprights again. 17 minutes to go.
And again, last we were able to get an update. Weathersfield girls were leading at halftime, 1-0 over Newington.
What a story that would be if the Eagles can come back, strike the equalizer, and the Lady Eagles
McCarter
hold
here,
the
he's in the
result.
box. He's taken down. There's no whistle.
Oh,
Play on.
you're kidding!
The official right there in perfect position says play on. As McCarter was challenged in the box. Gustafson with a nice step there. Capasso's going to take over.
He's in that kind of position. He had to have made the right decision.
Well, header from Capasso. Ball's going to head toward the sideline. Brodowitz not able to keep it in bounds. Newington will take over.
16 and a half to go. So close to drawing a penalty kick. Yet so far. Toya will track it down that bottom sideline. He's going to try and watch it go out of bounds, and he does as he shields it down the field. Toya waiting on the throw, and he's got Capasso and Medovic around him. Chooses to go. I believe that one was towards Gastel.
That was Gastel. Tried to play it back to Capasso. They did not connect on that back pass, and the ball will go back to Newington.
Nobody home on that one, and here comes Bryce Cordiero.
Newington, you notice, maybe a little slower on some of the play-ins. Not in a hurry to
Certainly
play
not.
the ball in, holding on to the lead.
Maybe that means something. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it.
Perhaps it means absolutely nothing.
Perhaps. I could be like a high school English teacher. The turf is green for a specific reason. I'm going to find out what it is.
Well, I wish you luck on that endeavor. In the meantime, here come the Eagles trying to find an opportunity. Cleared nicely there by Newington. Back into the backfield we go. Medovic goes far side, looking for Swanson. He's got some space. Where can he go next? Chips it ahead, trying to find McCarter off his left foot. Plays it back to Gustafson. Gustafson now chip shot, trying to find Connor Swanson, making the run down the side. He's challenged well. Ball is batted around, and they're going to say goal kick coming from Newington on that one.
Jeez. The Eagles cannot catch a break in these final 15 minutes.
Newington's doing a nice job on those runs down the left side of challenging before the cross can be played. That is how Wethersfield has generated a fair amount of offense this season, getting the step in that left corner, making the cross toward the front of the net. Newington shutting that down so far. Gustafson tried to thread the needle looking for Gastel. Newington was there.
You would be fair in saying that that left side is really the Eagles' bread and butter, but something's got to give. They've got to try something new. As there's a beautiful diving challenge. Sprawling on the ground are both players. Cleared away in favor of Newington. Here comes Trey Guest, who got that second goal of the contest for Newington earlier in this
And another slide from A.J. Contreras as he did a nice job standing up that attack. But quick throw.
Sam Johnson looking to come back in, and I think they were trying to catch the Eagles sleeping on that defensive effort. Off a Newington player, wafted forward, back towards, I believe that is Guest.
Awesome. Here we go.
Get towards Brodowitz. Behind him is Tomas Santos. McCarter tries to get there. Now Capasso tracking it down the sideline while Stair is after it. 15 and 15 will come into the game.
Subbing in for Newington, number 15, Beckham Alvarucci. Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 15, Sam Johnson.
Sam Johnson moves into the game. Throw in for Wethersfield is set. Playing it into Johnson. Johnson plays it off the heel. Working down the sideline, some footwork, but it's Delomba who will get to it.
Yeah, so Johnson played it into open space. Nobody there for Wethersfield. Here come the Eagles trying to maintain and get possession of this ball back.
Playing it off the body there. Beautiful move by the Nor'easters. Vitoya trying to play it in front.
And there's a great save from Chris Daly off the shot from, that looked to be number 7, Christian Amaral, I believe. Newington did what we just described Wethersfield trying to do. They got the step, were able to turn the corner, that left side of the box, played across, and led to a nice shot, but Chris Daly was there. That's really his second fantastic save of this half.
Only difference being these guys use the right side of the field, and Wethersfield maybe has to wonder, is something there on the right side of the field going the opposite way? Can they set up a play just like that down the right end?
Well, we've got 12 minutes and 8 seconds to figure that out. Wethersfield needs to keep Newington off the board, and the Eagles need one in the back of the net to tie this one up.
And they only need a tie to win the championship. To win the championship, Newington would win outright tonight, and then they would clinch the title.
The Eagles trying to find the energy. It just is
It's not there.
waiting for that pep in the step.
Whoa, right back into the cheerleaders. These guys are gunning for the poor kids.
Subbing in for Newington, number 2, Sebastian Baez. Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 9, Thomas Brodowitz.
And you have to credit Newington's defense here tonight. Prior to Wethersfield's last game, which was a shutout loss, nice turn here from Newington. Good challenge from Capasso. Good step from Gustafson. He's going to control, plays it back to Owen Amedovic now. Amedovic comes near sideline. Capasso goes all the way back to Chris Daly. He's going to settle, got some time. Switches field, trying to find McCarter. Good step from Newington. They're going to take over.
Carter trying to find an even better step, and he does. To Swanson, back to McCarter. Down the field they come. McCarter with some footwork. Delomba is there to steal it. McCarter was looking for a call as he went down to his knees. Vitoya reaching in there, trying to wrench the ball away. Nobody home on that cross, except for, of course, Jack Stair.
So McCarter trying to take on 2. Newington gets the better of that, but there's another offside call for the Nor'easter offense. Wethersfield will get a goal, or will get a free kick opportunity out of this one as we approach the 10-minute mark.
Feeling the urgency here.
Yeah, it's really now or never, as the saying goes.
And conference title is on the line here tonight, or rather so a division title on the line tonight.
Good ball from Capasso. Gustafson gives chase. He's not going to get there. Newington will settle before it hits the sideline.
Come up that high sideline. No one there defensively.
That ball just too easy. Good step there from Ametovic, but that first ball played out from the inline. Too easy for Newington. Weathersfield has to challenge that one at this point.
And that begs the question, why didn't they continue to go after the ball into the corner? Free stare. And one.
That
the header and
buzz.
wide. They were looking to end this game right then and there.
Subbing in for Weathersfield, number 15, Sam Johnson.
I think you chalk that one up as an escape for the Eagles there.
Definitely.
Daly had moved to his right with the cross, and the header was taking him back to the left, but it goes wide. But the goal, the ensuing kick goes right back to Newington.
Newington trying to move it forward. With all the scoring be done in the first half as Daly comes out, prevents the opportunity.
Nice diving scoop on that cross. Sam Johnson now trying to find. He goes down. There's a trip.
Tripped up.
There comes a whistle.
Stoppage in play. Johnson will quickly get back up to his feet.
8:30 and counting, second half. Eagles need to get on the board.
Remember that senior night game, final minute goal. These guys favor the cardiac comebacks. And that might be what they're setting up for here tonight. Goes out of bounds.
I
Eagles
would
ball.
prefer to see the game-tying goal get on the board and have that cardiac moment be the game winner. But here comes Newington now. They're on a run. They've got two players streaking down. Nice through ball. Gets past the defense. There is a shot, and that is in the back of the net. That was beautiful soccer. It looked like Amaral to number 15 scored the goal. I believe that's his second of the night, if my counting is correct.
That ought to be the game right there.
And that is 3-1 now for Newington. Weathersfield's defense got split. The ball was played through. And just a beautiful finish as Newington took advantage of the opportunity. They are ahead in this one 3-1 now, 7:57 remaining.
And you would say that was 15 who got that goal.
Yeah, it was definitely 15 on the assist from 7.
Newington goal scored by number 15, Beckham Alderucci. Time of the goal is 7 minutes and 53 seconds.
There's a shot from Johnson, going to go wide right.
And at this point, you're taking desperation shots.
So the Weathersfield boys trail Newington 3-1 here, 7:28 and counting, second half. Held it close, but Newington looks like they are ready to break through in this series. The last 4 meetings, Weathersfield had gone 3-0-1. They had been close, all of them. The game earlier this year at Newington led 1-0 at the half, was up 2-1 at one point in the second half before Weathersfield came back, but this time they're trying to hold on. The ball played back to Daly. We want to extend our, we'll wait for McCarter here as he tries to make the turn.
Carter.
Challenged by 2 defenders there. That's going to, looks like,
Stop the clock there.
looks like we did see the arms cross a little. And that is a red.
Oh, goodness me.
And we've got a red card disqualification against Weathersfield's Will McCarter after the scrum on that far sideline. So Weathersfield trailing 3-1, 6:40 remaining. They will play the remainder of this one down a man as Will McCarter is sent off the field. There were 2 subs lined up to go in the game. Only one will be able to enter, perhaps.
Looks like that'll be LePerriere.
Perrier and then 17.
Subbing in for Newington, number 17, Trey Guest. Subbing in for Weathersfield, number 11, Michael LePerriere.
So the wheels are falling off the bus a bit here for the Eagles tonight. 3-1 they trail, 6:40 left. They're down a man for the remainder of this one as Will McCarter is sent off with the red card after some extracurricular activity as he went down the left sideline.
And I believe in my 4 years with the school, that is the first time I think I've seen a red card.
And that does mean that he will be ineligible for Thursday afternoon's game against the Hall Warriors here at Catone.
That is just not what the Eagles needed.
So Wethersfield, we talked about it at the outset. There were questions. They had come off a lackluster and disappointing effort. That shutout loss Thursday at Bristol Eastern. Looked like everything was going to go right in this one early. 16 seconds in, they scored the first goal to take a 1-0 lead, but then Newington continued to charge. They got their first goal with just over 13 minutes left in the first half. About 5 minutes later, went ahead, led 2-1 at the half, and now they are up 3-1 after the lone goal scored here in the second half has gone the Nor'easters' way. They're looking for more. They're going to get an offside call, though. We'll send the ball back to the Eagles.
And this is just the antithesis of what we had thought was going to happen. Thank you so much for tuning in with us throughout the season tonight. We got another game for you Thursday. Eagles and Warriors. And it looks like in the next 6 minutes and 10 seconds, if this result holds, we will see the 2021 CCC North champs be crowned as the Newington Nor'easters. And that begs the question, who has the upper hand in that girls' contest?
We do have a final from Newington where the Wethersfield varsity girls, we'll let you get these subs in.
Subbing in for Newington, number 8, Jason Welch. Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 10, Juan Escaragoa. Number 16, Anthony Zavarella. And number 20, El Hussein El Bashir.
So the clock continues to roll. 5:30 now and counting. Second half. Wethersfield down a man, trailing in this one 3-1. We did want to give our congratulations, though, tonight in Newington. These same two teams battling on the girls' side, and Wethersfield comes out on top with the 1-0 shutout win. So,
unreal.
Congratulations to Coach Tony Leone's team. They claimed the CCC North Region Championship on the girls' side.
Wow. Quite a turnaround from tonight's game.
They moved to 8-5-2 on the year. They've got one game left. That is Thursday afternoon as they visit Manchester.
That is going to be a fantastic contest. We'll see how the girls stack up. Time stops.
Not sure what the discussion is. Something drew the officials' attention. Foul was called on Wethersfield. Looked to be Michael LaPerriere with some contact. Newington waiting the free kick.
It's like Lori, and then it'll be Aiden Rodriguez, as well as Brandon Rodriguez coming into the contest. I guess new additions for that playoff roster that Coach Yakum has got. Go out of bounds. And of course, Jake Lori, number 7, will come into this game.
So it'll be the first varsity appearance for Brandon Rodriguez. Aiden Rodriguez saw some time a couple of weeks ago in the Bloomfield game.
A 3-1 score. Unless the Eagles can pull a miracle here, I don't see them being crowned they're divisional champs this evening. But we wait. 4 minutes to go. We've seen some stranger things happen in a minute. So, we've got 4 of them.
Oh, good step there from Omedovic. Still battling on the defensive end.
Back is Newington.
Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 2, Aiden Rodriguez. Number 7, Jake Laurie. And number 19, Brandon Rodriguez.
And so now, Chris Daly awaits his goal kick. He's going to send it.
Ball from Brandon Rodriguez. Tried to find Zavarella. Poked out of bounds there by Newington.
So about 2:47 to go. Not the way I thought this tonight and then into tomorrow morning. It's going to be awful rough. Loss for the Eagles, and then tomorrow morning, Connor and I each have botany.
Well,
Always a
botany
rough start to
rears
the
its
day.
ugly head again. That's
It
the
does.
second mention I remember in our time together here in the booth this season.
You can ask around. It ain't a fun class, even though it's only about plants. Here
All
comes
right.
the corner. Set piece in the air. Not going to find the net, and that was the fifth one of the contest for Wethersfield, as that shot is up and over.
So, credit to Newington. They came in.
They meant business here. So
They
comes the sixth
absolutely
corner.
did. And they were not phased by giving up the early goal.
Yeah, and you expect that kind of stuff to be a backbreaker. Is that one? Oh, it's saved.
And that was almost a chance. It was a chance, almost a goal there for Aiden Rodriguez.
That would have been the second of the night, and that would have drawn them within one with 1:40 to go. Would have been another 1:40 they had to tie this game. And potentially walk out of here with the title after all. Still some time, but they got to put up 2 goals consecutively. Here comes Newington down the field. Nice little step by the Eagles' defense. That one is punted downfield into the box. Chris Daly is on it. Chris is going to kick it away here. He drop kicks it. Sent back. Now back over. Past the 50. Batoya gets a piece of it. El Bashir tries to get on it. Now it's Rodriguez. Rodriguez tries to set it forward. A player slips. Newington takes it away.
1 minute remaining in regulation.
Final minute of play.
And Newington's going to come out. They are going to be CCC North Division champions.
I think
They
it's
earned it.
Safe to say that at this point in the contest.
And they're looking for more. This is
Looking to
Armor
rub
all
some
ahead of the
salt
pack.
in the wound here.
Perrier goes down. Nice
Oh,
slide from the
slide.
Perrier. Prevents the shot.
Nice little challenge.
Beautiful defensive effort. And there's the ball rolling around. 25 seconds now and counting as Newington's going to line up this corner kick. And then you are going to see undoubtedly a celebration. The fans on the far side who made the trip up Route 175 are on their feet.
The Route 175 bout will continue its legacy.
Another save for Chris Daly in the second
5
half.
seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And Newington is the 2021 CCC North champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, your final score, the Newington Nor'easters 3 and the Wethersfield Eagles 1. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 CCC North Division champions, the Newington Nor'easters. We thank you for attending this evening's contest, and please drive home safely.
So as the fans will storm the field here.
So Newington gets it done tonight. We talked about it. Wethersfield has dominated this series in recent and long-term history. 14-2-1 for the Eagles in this one, dating back to 2006. They had been 3-0-1 in the last 4 meetings, but Newington had been knocking at the door just as they did in that close one at Newington earlier this season, and they finally burst through the door and come away with the win. Wethersfield now, lots of questions
Definitely.
ahead as they ride a 2-game losing streak into Thursday afternoon's season finale here at Catone, 3:45 against Hall. Hall, one of the 2 remaining unbeaten teams in Class L. So not an easy stretch to end the season.
I thought they got beat by Glasgow.
I'll double check that. Perhaps my information is incorrect.
Anyway, the 2021 Boys CCC North Division champions, the Newington Nor'easters, and the 2021 Girls CCC North Division champions, the Wethersfield Eagles. Quite a duality we have here along 175 for both divisions.
Yep.
Until next time. Oh, unless you have something
No,
else.
I'm just going to say again, our congratulations to the Weathersfield girls. 1-0 win at Newington tonight. As you mentioned, they claim the girls CCC North Division title. Goal by Bella Monfiglio tonight, the only scoring there, but it was enough.
It was enough.
Always a pleasure, Mr. Clark.
Of course. Until the next time, my name is Jimmy Clark for Dave Gustafson. So long, everybody.